Hope you guys are having a good day. We are at all-time highs again, and it is just making things difficult. We have the account locked out today, 5 hours. Just set it for the all-day thing, the all-day free pass. Right, no trading left to do. We took 2 trades, and we have $9, baby. Another big day for us on this account, man. And it's been tough, man. It's been tough. It's just been a slow grind. Today, for the conditions and for kind of just where we're at, really not. Actually, no, I took a bad trade. I'll go over that, and then I took a good trade. But where we're at in the charts is what I meant to say is just so difficult, right? If we look at the daily candles, right? If you look here, I'm just going to get rid of this because it doesn't look like we're anywhere near those. If we look at the daily, what do you guys notice? We're at all-time highs. So I trade market maker models, right? When you're at all-time highs, you don't really have any market maker model to go off of. This whole journey to get to the all-time highs here was really nice because we swept out this low down here. And then we had displacement. We held somewhere here, bounced, displacement, right? When you have a target that we're working towards and the market's gearing towards, and you have, a move up and you have highs to the left of you here, and then you put in a high and then you start displacing lower and you have targets to the downside because you have fair value gaps that haven't been filled. Wow, I have a fair value gap over here. That's crazy. But you have things that haven't been filled over here, and then guess what? You come down, you put in structure, you put in a low, and now you have this high to work towards because it's in the fair value gap. Then you have these highs here, then you fail to take them out, so you have a good target. I'm trying to just point out how everything is so much better. I wonder if I have any more drawings just left on here, because that I don't know. I know that can affect things like on TradingView. If you have too many things, it takes up space, whatever, right? So coming into the day, why is the title of my video something to do with prop firms designed for you to fail, you might wonder, because I haven't talked about that. Well, I kind of just want to, go over how the reason why I say prop firms are designed for you to fail, or whatever I use the title as, something about prop firms. Prop firms are there to place expectation on you when trading isn't an expectation game. If I wasn't on an evaluation challenge and I wasn't trying to get the 3,000 to pass my account so I can get funded, if I didn't have that as a goal in mind, and I was just with my live capital, I had my own account, today I probably wouldn't have taken a trade. That being said, I don't blame the prop firms. I'm not going to blame them for taking trades today and being break even on the day. I'm not going to blame them for that. I still had to make the decision to place trades. But why do I not really like to trade today? Well, we are at all-time highs. Again, market maker models like what I like to trade. Why was yesterday better than today? Well, we had a higher time frame PD array. It's a 4-hour gap. We had highs to the left of us, right? We had some targets over here. And we also had all-time highs targets. So the market maker model was bullish. Right, this was no surprise. This move was no surprise to me. I don't swing trade, right? If I swung trade, then I could have got in and held, right, and we'd be up here. So yesterday's price action was good because we had a model that I could trade, right? What happens today? I turn up, and these were the all-time highs here. I'll just kind of put a loose estimate there. And we opened. This is the new day gap right here. This is where we opened the daily candle. And we had a little bit move down, and we've just been climbing up all day right? Since we opened, we've climbed up, we retested the previous all-time high, and we bounced off. Now we're starting to get a little bit of a retracement, which is good, but when I wake up, and this is market open 9:15 right here, 9:30, this is market open. The only structure I could go off of was this 1-hour gap and just look for fair value gaps to hold and get some reaction. So that was what I was looking at. I said, hey, I don't really see anything I love. We're really high up, but this is bullish. We put in this 4-hour fair value gap, which is the blue box, so I keep that in mind. We put it in right here at 9:40, put in the low. We come up 9:50. This candle starts 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock manipulates lower. And I want to show you guys on ES, in ES, where the SMT was. On ES here, this is the 1 minute now. Here we go. This was the 4-hour fair value gap low. Notice how we put in a low here, and on ES, the same low, right? Same low is right here. ES comes down, takes out this low even right here, and then we have an SMT right there. So we have an SMT between this low and this low, so I'll mark that out, be easy to see. And then boom. So this is the first SMT. Notice we get a reaction up, we take out this high, we trade lower, and then we get a second SMT here, right here. We get another SMT. So double SMTs, that doesn't really matter. It's just more the fact that we get the SMTs. It kind of tells you, okay, price should go up. And this is a big move down. We get a inverse on the ES, and we get an inverse here on NQ. That ended up sending price higher. This was a good structure, right? Price still made sense. Price is still going to deliver. You can still use concepts. It's just going to be a lot trickier because what do you have to the left of you here when you're trading at all-time highs? You have absolutely nothing. So if you do take a trade here, which I ended up taking a trade, I'll kind of go over the two trades I took. The first trade was a mistake. I'll go over that, right? The first trade I took was bad. I got in on this inversion. This is a bad trade. The reason this is a bad trade is simply because, right, it's just really impulsive, and we're at all-time highs. Is this the worst ever trade? It's close to it. Obviously not. It's not the worst trade ever, but we do sweep the high. We had a bearish reaction. And this move down really was just like, oh gosh, we're gonna go. And then again, like I said, the main topic of this video is how prop firms kind of set you in a mindset to be like, I need to get in, I need to pass my account. Because I'm just sitting here looking at my account balance. I'm like, man, I would love to get this up. Obviously, that's not how you're supposed to trade, but you know, I'm kind of just sitting there. It's like, this looks all right. Push a button, right? And again, they're kind of designed to make you feel like, oh, this isn't the end of the world. At least I'm not going to lose my own money, right? I only spent X amount on this account, whatever. And you take setups that you probably would never trade. Like if I had real money or if I was on a funded account, I wouldn't take this setup because it's not really high confidence. And I kind of jumped the gun. So regardless of all those things, I jumped the gun. I was going to wait for this 5-minute inverse, but with the momentum, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to go without me, which is just dumb. That's just never how it works, ever, right? And then we had 2 minutes till the close, and they closed up here. So as soon as it started running against me, I ended up getting out of the position, and then I decided to take the inverse, which is because the 5-minute was holding, we had the double SMT, and we're just bullish at all-time highs. So obviously this trade worked out better. Why did it work out better? Well, we actually had structure. The way this 5-minute held was very, very good. This order block, we had the double SMT. We're at all-time highs. So honestly, that's really it. That's the full reason why I think it's a good trade. Again, I should have just probably not taken a single trade today, but this was a good trade in my opinion. So I ended up targeting, I think like 25 points. And because I didn't want to get greedy, right? And yes, it did come up to the most. It came up 50 points, but like I just targeted 25 and went break even at this high because I don't really know what to do at all-time highs. I don't really know how to take profits. I don't want to just hold on to runners, especially after the loss. I didn't want to just hold a runner and just let it go and go and go because I don't know where the market's going to go to. So unfortunately, that only yielded us like $10 in profit, which it is what it is. But that was the idea for the two trades. I think the second trade was all right. I mean, it's a good model. It's just we're at all-time highs, so it's like we're kind of high up in the range to be just taking longs, but we're also just so bullish that if you try and take shorts, you're probably gonna get wrecked. Even the shorts that are working out right now. I mean, look how slow of a grind this is right now. Like I don't really consider this a real like entry per se. I wouldn't say it's like the best entry. But when this thing inversed, right, we've been holding it, but look how slow of a grind we have, right? We close here and we've grinded down all the way 23 points across, about 30 minutes, right? Like that's and look, it's getting a rip, and then probably like whatever, right? Like this is just really really tough price action to trade because both sides are just kind of they're not enticing, and that's again my point about the prop firms is that they're designed to make you sit here and trade every single day because especially on the evaluation phase, you feel like if you're not taking a trade, it's like, well, I'm not making money today, and if I don't take a trade, I'm not gonna be any closer, so I might as well just take a stab. And they kind of gear your mind to say, you know what, let me just take something. I can find a trade here. We can make a quick buck. And yeah, and it just doesn't work that way. And it's frustrating because I haven't hit a trade. I haven't made profit on a day in a while. And that's frustrating. We had a decent week, I think 2 weeks ago. Not last week, but the week before, we had a decent week. Where we end up making like 300-400, right? Nothing crazy, but I was trading like smaller size. Traded pretty good that week. And then last week was just we had one losing day, and then we had just a bunch of small trades. I mean, our losing day last week, we still haven't gotten back to where we were. We were at like 1,999 or 97. Oh, I guess 99 because this is my max loss, and we're about $30 off that, which is fine. Like it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how far or whatever we're off, but it is just kind of like it's just where we were at, right? And so we've had 4 days where we've traded and we haven't made back the $100 loss, which is just how it goes sometimes. But I don't know. It's just been frustrating to trade recently. I feel like I've been just keep my head above water. Can't really seem to have confidence in myself. Today, I didn't really have confidence in the market. I don't really think market was great. And I think that today is a day that, I probably shouldn't even be trading today. Realistically, like looking back, the first trade, I recognized the mistakes that I made there, just jumped the gun. That's what I get for trying to short all-time highs as well. I mean, that just kind of goes against everything I know, right? And then the second trade was good. It's just, if I didn't take the first trade, I probably wouldn't need to take the second one. But it's still a trade that I like and was all right. And now, I locked my account because I was just looking at price action. I'm like, why would I? I'm break even today. Let's just not take anything else. I really wanted to. I really wanted to find something. I really wanted to take like some short, that could maybe get me that move, break down lower, right? But that's when you're just hoping for a move, you're hoping for this or hoping for a setup. That's when you need to recognize, okay, this is not good intentions. These aren't the proper intentions of the trade. This is just, desire to make money. And that's when I locked my account because I was like, look, I have weird desires right now to get in the marketplace, but I don't like anything. If this was my real money, I would be at the gym by now. I wouldn't be touching this. For some reason, when it's a prop firm, it's like, yeah, let me just wait till 11:30 or 12 o'clock, right? Past my time to trade. And maybe I get a good setup then and whatever, and we can just kind of, make some progress. But it doesn't make sense, right? If you're not going to do that with your live capital, if you're not going to do that as a professional trader, then why would you do it now, right? It doesn't make sense. So just a weird day. And all-time highs just stink, man. I don't know. I hope that we go lower. But it's also tough. Like it's going to take a little bit before the market clears up well enough to like really get some solid price action again. Because we were getting some solid price action for a little bit there. If we go on the 15-minute, I kind of want to go back. Even though this was choppy, I'd much rather be in this price action. This week was weird. It wasn't bad, right? Like I'm pretty sure this was a nice area to trade, but like I gotta sneeze again, man. I don't know what it is. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to. I've been getting tortured by a sneeze all morning. But like I would even take this price action over what we're at right now. This was just like a real. I don't know. I can't really remember exactly, but I just know that anything is going to be better than where we're currently at. And that's just kind of how it goes at all-time highs. And again, prop firms are designed that way to make you want to feel like you're not taking advantage of what you're supposed to be, because it's like, okay, I know coming into December, I knew last year when I was watching it, right? I knew that we didn't really get the best price action last year in December, so I'm not really expecting the best price action this year. But then it's like, well, I gotta make $1,000 if I want to pass my account. But there shouldn't be any time restriction for me. There shouldn't be any, I have to get in by this day, or I have to, make it by this time, right? Or whatever, because I feel this pressure of like, okay, I want to get funded before Christmas. So I don't have to touch the Christmas price action and all this stuff. And it's like, well, why don't I just wait for the good opportunities? If I don't see anything I like today, I just don't trade. And tomorrow we're back at all-time highs. There's nothing good. Just don't trade. But it kind of just puts me in a position where I feel like I want to trade or need to trade or should trade. And it just, I think, is holding me back a little bit. These prop firms are made for people to go emotional, right? They're made for people to think, oh, they're cheap. Let me just over leverage. Or, oh my gosh, my goal is $3,000, so I have to make that in a month. And honestly, making $3,000 in a month, if you're trading less than 5 micros or less, making $3,000 is very impressive. That is very impressive stuff. On one account, making $3,000, right? If you trade 5 micros, if you could trade and consistently make $3,000 every single month on 5 micros, and you can do it with good risk, if you copy trade that across 5 accounts, that's $15,000. So think about it that way. Think about prop firms that way. Whenever you're on a prop firm, it's like, oh my gosh, I should just pass this account. $3,000 is a lot of money when you really think about what you're achieving, right? What you're achieving is saying, look, with good risk management, right? Again, if you're trading with 2 full contracts, then yeah, you're going to get lucky and get the $3,000 in a week because, you just need 2 trades that net you like 50 points, and anyone can get lucky. Anyone could just, oh man, all-time highs, I think we're just going to short right here because, we can't keep going up. Boom, one day done. And then the next day you come in, or like, let's just say this the next day, we're kind of trending up. Bull flag, I get in here on the bull flag. Boom, oh, massive move. Right? And then, this is the bull flag again. And then you hit a bull flag, right? But when you're trading properly, think about what you're doing. If you can make $3,000 in a month, that's unbelievable. And that's what they're trying to make you feel like easy or normal or expected. And it's like if people were consistently passing their prop firm challenges, good risk, good trades, all that every month with 5 micros or less, then if they got to the Express account and they copy traded 5 accounts, they're making $10,000 to $20,000 a month. That's what that means. So if you can do it once, obviously it's not the same. You have more emotions, blah, blah. But what you are doing physically, right, with good risk, with taking good trades, if you can make $3,000 a month, that's minimum 5 figures a month trading. And that's a big step. That's a crazy amount that makes 5 figures trading per month. That's good. That's really good, right? So I think people think of it as like, oh, I got to pass this account. And it's like, I want to finish it in this month or the next month. But $3,000 is still $3,000, right? Like you still have to go out and you're having to go find good moves. You got the good risk management. Again, if you're going with big sides, it's not that crazy. But I don't think that if you're like, for me, I'm trying to get my first ever Express account. I don't want to just go in and gamble it, right? That's how we got far ahead on this account, right? We were up on one account, we were up $1,000, trade normally, crashed out, lost account, bought a new one the same day, gambled it, got it to 1,500, right? And then we slowly been building it like normal, right? So I wouldn't want to. I could easily go in with 5 full contracts and just pray for a 10-point move and pass my account. And, it's about a 50-50 chance, right? Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now on our account here, on the practice account. If I really wanted to, I could say, you know what? What do I want to do? I kind of want to go long. Or do I want to go long? Do I want to go short? We just need to make a little bit. I'm going to go long. I'm going to go long here. I want to make $1,000. I have $2,000 limit. I have a $2,000 limit because, that's my account balance. And then just say, oh my gosh, I just really want to pass my account right now and get funded, right? Oh my gosh, we're up $350. I'm gonna lock in some here so we can retry. $275. Let's get $350, right? And you guys are gonna see me pass my account right now. But it's like, but who cares, right? That's not how trading works. I'm just getting 10 points. Now I only need 4 points if it stops me out. Right? Okay, so we just made 650. Let's just go off this bounce. Now we just need 5 more points, right? Let's just get 5 more points. And then we can pass our account. And then we're going to be funded, right? So I don't care to do that. We're gonna go short now because it's gonna come down. We're gonna try and target, $200. Oh, and this is how we blow the account right here. And we're just not even gonna put a stop loss in. You know what? Why don't I just, this is why it's not that easy even, but let's just do this. Let's just do this. Let's get 100, and then what we're gonna do here. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know the point I'm trying to make. I mean, I do know the point I'm trying to make, but I don't at the same time. Can I just hit that? This is crazy. I did not think we'd do this. But anyways, okay. Okay, we're just gonna go long, and we need $700 because we're at 300. Right here we're at 300 something. We just need $700, and now we have a budget of We have a budget of 2,300. So now we just sit there and hope. We're saying, oh my gosh, please, I really need to pass this account. And this is a great example why this is just a bad strategy, but what's it called? But yeah, this is how this is how they want you to feel. It's like, oh my gosh, right? I need to pass my account. I need to get through my account. I need to get funded. If you're sitting there trading 5 micros or less, and you're getting $3,000 in a month or 2 months, that is great. They don't want you to think that. They want you to think, it's impossible to do that, or it's impossible to be consistent, right? And it's not impossible to be consistent. And it's supposed to make you feel like, I need to get $200 a day so I can get my payout. And then when you end on 199, it's like, let me just jump in real quick and get that. And then you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many different things that try and trade a prop firm, right? Because it's the best thing to trade. It's the best thing to trade because you have your own money, or not your own money. You don't have to put up your own capital, right? Like if I was in this trade, I'm not down $400. And you don't have to, put in your own capital. You don't have to, why am I drawing blank? Like I knew exactly what I was saying. You don't have to put in your own capital. So if you lose, it's not that big of a deal. So you don't have to have a ton of money to start trading. You don't have to, to leverage up. You don't have to really have a bigger margin. Like you're not risking your capital, so it's a great thing. If you're a new trader, don't just say, oh my gosh, prop firms are designed to mess me up. I'm just going to trade my own funds. Don't do that. They're a great tool. You just have to not play into their game, and they design the game well. These guys are geniuses. The people that make these things understand humans better than most people, right? They have people that are doing this for a living, psychologists that are studying people because they want to manipulate you, right? They want to take advantage of you because you're the money that they make. They want you to feel FOMO. They want you to feel like you have to trade every day. They want you to feel like, after you take a big loss, you might as well just try and make it back. Because I'm not saying that you can't have those problems on your own capital, but it's a lot less likely to just gamble your account away when, if you put 10,000 of your own dollars in. I really doubt you're just going to throw away 10 grand just clicking buttons. I'm sure it happens. I'm sure it could happen to me. But you'd probably step back and say, hey, you know what? I don't like these conditions. I'm just going to come back tomorrow. Because you don't have anyone telling you you have to make X amount to make money. I know I have to make $1,000, and then I have to pay money before I even have a chance to make money. And then after I get that account, I know I have to hit 5 $200 days before I can withdraw half. That's a lot, right? At the minimum, I'm having to make $2,000 more dollars minimum to make $500, and then I'm not going to cash out then because you want to build a buffer. So I know that the $2,000 that probably takes me another month to make, right? And especially when I size down on the funded. So in my mind, I know that to make even any money on a prop firm right now from where I'm at, it will take at least a month. So it's like, let me speed this process up. Why would I not trade today? It's already going to take me this much time. So let me just get through there today. Instead of thinking about the longevity of just go as slow as you can, take your time, get to where you need to get to. And whenever you get there, it's like, okay, cool, I'm here now, right? Okay, I have one funded account passed now. Okay, I'm going to work at that other one where I work on this funded account. Okay, a month later, I have 2 now, 3, whatever. And then eventually, before you know it, you have 5 funded accounts. Now and now you have your $200 days, so you can withdraw as much as you want, or you can withdraw at any point now. And now you're just trading. But it takes time to get there. But the prop firm doesn't want you to feel like you have any time. They want to suffocate you and say, you have a week, you have a day, you know. And man, if we would have just gone short, we would pass our account. But yeah, that's where I'm like tearing up, bro, because of my sneeze that's been trapped, man. Oh my gosh, please, bro. Oh my gosh, dude, I was losing my mind. Oh man, I apologize. Anyways, that's kind of just what I want to talk about today, because didn't have anything crazy interesting going on the charts, but just something I kind of recognized by myself is that I really didn't like to even place trades today, but I felt a little bit of internal pressure from the prop firm. Again, that's on me. I'm not blaming the prop firm. I'm not trying to push my blame onto anything else. I take accountability for that, but definitely frustrating. Definitely frustrating experience, right? And I just need to learn from it and recognize it and say, look, I'm not going to fall into the trap that these firms are trying to make me fall into. And I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to excel, right? And we're getting better every day. We're in a tough spot, right? This is going to be a tough week. We had Thursday and Friday. We're at all-time highs, right? We're in a tough spot. We're in December. This is not supposed to be easy, right? It's not supposed to be easy. This is going to be a tough, tricky month, but I just have to play my cards right and do well. So Real Madrid play today against Bilbao away. They are plus odds. They're not underdogs, but they're plus odds. So it'll be a great game. Hopefully Mbappe can perform good. He looked better in the last game. But yeah, that's all for me. Just wanted to throw that out there. I need crypto to start ripping again. My bags are all up, but I want that 5-figure bag inbound, right? And then that'll kind of give me some breathing room with my bank account for a little bit. But yeah, that's besides the point. No need to just start talking about random stuff. But appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. How did you guys do today? Let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.